Hello and welcome everybody, Habbage here, and let's all be a little anti-racist today, because why wouldn't we want to be that every day? Hopefully a video game isn't needed to tell us to be good to our fellow humans. Anyway, we've got a lot to dive in on today, so let's get going, and I'm here to unapologetically say, I skipped yesterday. Couldn't be happier for the reasons why. My Saturday was so awesome, and it did run a little bit late. And let's just say your friendly neighborhood Havage was not ready to dive into figuring stuff out in front of other people in recovery mode. Let's put it that way. Not that it was anything out of control, but wow, 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 wow. When we were last all together here, I was saying I was packing up, gonna go hang out with some friends in the beautiful city of Boulder, Colorado, to watch the Colorado Buffaloes play some basketball, and expectations were not flying high. We had just suffered a brutal, brutal loss, and it was, there was no reason to expect that we were going to have any miraculously better outcome, just simply because there were, it was better opposition coming in. It was going to be a big game, but it was senior night. It was the last home game of this season, barring postseason play or anything like that. And it's always for all the collegiate type sports and stuff like that. When they know going into it that it's going to be, I don't think we grabbed a bunch of other iron, did we? We've got a bunch of wood on. Let's go ahead and sleep. Um, so they kind of do it to deal. Before the game, you the parents come out. The team has the jerseys of the players that are leaving retired in frames on easels, and coach gets to give the moms a big hug and shake the dad's hand and tell everybody that how proud he is of the kids, that kind of stuff, which is amazing. And then they, it can be touch and go because they get very emotional, and then it's a quick 30-second trip back into the locker room to come running out with a team, Star Spangled Banner and all the rest of it. So uh, unpredictable is kind of the nature of those games. They um, can end really good, or they can end really bad. All right, now we are making hoppers here. Just have a bunch ready to go. What did we do with that iron? I think this will all fit back in here. Okay, so I need to up there. I think is all good. I haven't really gone back at all to look at it. I've been doing a lot of thinking about um, a couple things: the switching on and off, and the delivery of the pillager to the platform here in the middle, and the management of how we're going to process the golems when they've dropped down to this height, and we kind of consolidate them all and get everybody pooled in literally together. So um, I think the way we want to do it is the first thing I think that's significantly different from what I might have even envisioned is we don't need to regulate the lava flow. At the time I'd said, I think we're going to want to have something to turn on and off the lava so we can manually kill golems if we're here at the farm and trying to collect XP. And the more I thought about that, and I was kind of thinking like, oh, there could be some cool little ways to do that. Could be fun, but honestly, I don't think there's any need for it whatsoever. Um, Even with the 2 hearts of damage that the iron golems take every half second, I think it is. Like their lava hits at 4 ticks or whatever they call the unit, which is a half a heart every time. And that's every half second. So when you fall into the lava, when you first drop in there, if you're just wearing your skin and that's it, you're gonna get. You have here you go. You have 10 hearts. Let's go through it here. You have 10 hearts, right? Every half second, you lose 2 of those. Boom, 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 boom. That's 2 seconds, and that's a half, and you're dead. So that's why lava is so devastating when you're early on. Now, when you're up to Netherright armor, as we are here, I was reading about this if you can't tell. It's something like 11 and a half seconds before you would to um, die to the lava damage. And then if you have 3 pieces of Prot 4 and a single Fire Prot 4 enchantments on there, it says what we already basically know, which is if you have full food, you can't die. As long as you continue to keep your food up every so often, you can't die in lava. Your natural health regen outpaces the damage that you're taking from lava. Your netherite armor doesn't take damage from lava. So you just can hang out. As we know, we sometimes will jump in to get away from onsulting or assaulting mobs, just to kind of manage how we want to position them when we've been playing for XP in the past. You can have a lot of fun with it after the fact. Likewise, when we then further limit that by taking the fire res potion, that's when we get our clear visibility. We can move around without penalty and all that good stuff that goes along with it. But basically, we have plenty of time when we're down hunting for ancient debris or falling into a pool of lava on the surface now in this game to sort our inventory, virtually even put down a shulker box, pull out another potion, load it into our inventory, and drink it and put the bottles away and all that without even having to worry about being overcome by it. So it's pretty good. And all the reason that I went into telling everybody else about that is we will have time with Iron Golems having one of the highest levels of hit points of any potentially hostile mob. They are neutral by default. They don't mind us at all until we do something to aggro them. And even when they're falling to lava damage, if we haven't hit them, they're not going to care. So they can sit there and take it. I didn't look up a count or anything like that on the time, but it's still significant when you're cooking iron golems with a lava blade, something like that. Yes, they're taking the max damage, but they've got enough of it. They're going to be around for a while, and they're going to pile up. So if we do want to get in and insert ourselves and grab some manual XP for repairs or whatever, it would actually be more frustrating to turn the lava off because they have so many hit points. We'd basically just be sitting there swinging and swinging and swinging away to eventually have 1 or 2 of the accumulated golems drop their XP. Instead, we can get in there, have our I can't think of sweeping edge. There you go. Affecting the whole range of mobs in front of us. So we'll get a hit on all of them, even if it's minimal damage. That will count as it does early in the game. If you have a zombie that's burning up in the daylight and you run in and hit him with a sword once, you'll get that Monster Hunter advancement for your first monster kill. Even though you did much less damage than the sun did to the mob, you get the XP and you get the credit for it just for having done any amount of damage. So I think we'll play that angle, and I'm not going to bother doing like pistons with blocks of iron to interrupt some lava falling into the area. But I'd been thinking enough about it, counting it back from signs and all that, to consider where it would go and what we'd have to do to ring switches back. But honestly, I see no reason whatsoever to implement that. I can't think of a reason why we would want to have to use, the durability on our sword if we were trying to repair things, just to hit them over and over and over again just to get a kill. We might as well be using that lava all the time, whether they're completely getting processed by the lava, so no XP, but getting the iron drops, or whether they're just getting softened up a little bit for us to get XP faster. Either way, it's a win-win for us to have lava going. So that's that's step one. So step two then is going to be that we want to figure out our item processing, and I think the starting point of that is going to just be that we make our killing floor kind of central. We've got these 8 deals. I don't know how I want to do the item management yet. But I think let's do this. I can't believe we wasted a whole Minecraft day just talking through all that. All right, so this becomes our eventual chamber. Let's go sleep. All right. I think that was one too many. No, that was one too many too. I'm a little backwards here. I have spent a lot of time in my streaming world, and okay. Odd little staircase, but that's how it's gonna be. Just decided. No. Bad. Um. Think we want backside open. Let's fill that. I guess that isn't the worst deal, because we'll want those. Alright. There, we need some stairs and some slabs. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if we need these slabs. With golems, that may not be a problem. But this will get us in there safely out of harm's way. And then here, do a nice back. Those could probably be blocks because I think all of our storage capacity is going to build down below. This is kind of our level. This is where we want the action to happen. And we will work more hoppers and everything else in below that. All right. Do we have wool or carpet of any kind? I doubt it. Do you have shears? Do we have sheep over here? Let's go for a sheep run. More cats. I've been up to my eyeballs in cats and building, and that's why I think I was off on a couple of those little counts as we were trying to place and break blocks. I've been playing a little bit in Pewter Platter, which is my Twitch world. I haven't streamed any of it, just kind of playing yesterday, and then I went back to it a little bit today because I'm a little sucked in. In that world, very new. I had lost another one and really haven't done much building. I just cleaned out a jungle temple and kind of put some boxes below that. Got my first bits of diamond and was out on an adventure the other day while I was streaming and got a mending efficiency for books to put on my first diamond pick. And I was like, oh, this is going to be great with the deep slate, but I really don't have a means to repair or start getting XP for enchantments and that kind of stuff. I should make a farm. Just so happened one of the streamers has been doing some builds and had just a very, it's basically a darkroom spawner for creepers, but cat driven, as opposed to the one that we built in this world. And I was like, that looks kind of fun. Let me try building that up. Might be a little quicker to keep refueling for us, and in a world that I'm not trying to get every minute of, I can just run it as an AFK too and let it process. So that's cool. I would imagine at some point it will be showing up in the VODs. Otherwise, watch for streams to come up. I will be continuing to expand it a little bit and making good use of it early on. I would be happy to show it off to anybody who hasn't seen it. Shout out to John Bams. He's the one who's currently building it, and I was like, yeah, that looks about right. Let's make this build. Hey, there's the corner of our deal. Tell you what, though, it is a lot easier to do this building stuff when you've got full armor, good tools to gather resources. I had to go get wood, spruce wood, so I could have solid trapdoors instead of ones with holes in them. And oh my goodness, that required loading up the boat and heading off 1,000 blocks in the distance just to get spruce trees, and those chewed up the 2 iron axes I was carrying, and I used up the food. I got to breed cats, and the cats require fish, so I have to go sword fish hunting. All that stuff takes so much time, but it has been an absolute blast to do something a little different than the then the darkroom creeper farm that we built here, while this one, the one I'm building now, is ugly. It's just deep slate. I made that much of a nod to aesthetics, to not use the dirt blocks that make up all the inside of it out on. Um, Eventually, I believe our monorail is going to go out this way, or maybe over that shoulder of the mountain. I'm just looking for sheep here, and honestly, we probably have enough wool. All we need are enough carpet pieces to cover up um, the hoppers. I don't know why I decided because I'm doing the other build, which required a lot more carpet, I guess. Anywho, it's been fun. And it's given me more time to keep thinking about this farm and how we want to do that. Sheep. I also kind of, it still continues to bother me we don't have a bigger fish or sheep farm. We have the one little one where we grabbed enough wool to make our beds um, back at home, but we wandered there too. So it's kind of just in that, hey, let's just go get some wool, stock up our goodie box, so as we need these in the future, we don't have to endlessly be, oh, do I have any wool? Sheep everywhere here. That's chicken though. But we are making our way back. And you'll be the one that will mess everything up because I think you're the first non-white wool sheep we have. So now I'll have 2 stacks going. Was that the center point, maybe? I don't know why I made that boundary edge. Alright, that's on the other side of the river. Not going back there. We could circle this for days. Good enough. Whatever we got, it'll be fine to make 8 pieces of carpet. Then we'll need some signs. Need some water. And we'll need to go run for the lava. Well, we have some lava, but I think we'll probably need to make a bit of a run. Boom. Carpet. Let's make you guys too, although that's just going to be worse. It'd be kind of nice to checkerboard it, wouldn't it? Should we go find that little light gray sheep one more time? Wow. So going back to Saturday night. So friends and I went up, got a burger in a jammed bar, and of course, we're kind of having to just take it as Arizona fans are and always are. There's a lot of Arizona folks. We're obviously close neighboring states. We are diagonally apart from one another in the Four Corners, and they're good. So they have every right to come in and be excited to see their team and support it. And here in Colorado, with a team that hasn't just been a perennial powerhouse in basketball, we're used to it. We used to play Kansas at home once a year, and now we get Arizona, both of whom are long, well-established programs. So, yeah, I mean, it's more fun to have fans that are a little rowdy and uh, hopeful, should we say, instead of just straight up cocky. But yeah, there were a few that were already in their cups before game time. And hey, welcome to them. Help the local economy, right? So they were very confident. We were having a good time, and honestly, from kind of the beginning to the end, the game wasn't even as close as we would have thought. It was, and it certainly wasn't a foregone conclusion at any point that it was going to be um, a walk away win. Um, but it wasn't. A lot of times when you're in that situation, it ends up being like a miracle. Like, oh, last second shot. Can you believe he did that? This wasn't quite that. They held on to win, and Arizona was, fighting all the way, trying to win it for themselves. I think I'm gonna keep the slabs ready, but not necessarily uh, in there. Okay, so now I hope we're not too high already. We went up extra blocks, so I think we should be okay. Oh, 20 is good. What does 20 do us from here? 1920. I think we're still gonna be all right. Um, there was because the ability of these guys to spawn is not the distance from us in any sense. It is how far the scared villager is from an existing iron golem. And I think that's 20 or less blocks. It's 18 or 19, I think, because it goes off that back corner and then up to make the inner corner of um, the platform. And then you drop them down below that height, splash them in, and move them. Um, and since those platforms are going to be up higher, by the time they've dropped all the way down, even though it won't be the full 20 blocks um, from this height is not where our guys are, right? Should be fine. But um, this is gonna get to be an issue. That's gonna have to just go, I think. Maybe we'll move it out to the side because we need to put our lava here. We're gonna put signs here. In fact, let's go get signs made up. Oh, sticks. How do I not have all this stuff? I thought I had much more prepared. Oh my gosh. All right. Sticks. Just need 8. 9 will do. I want to get a D on it. Did I do that? I don't think I was hitting the D. Alright. Okay. I think that's all good, right? The signs will hold up the lava and through magic not burn up. That's the idea. Thank you for having enough of this. So let's verify that. Bloop. Boom. Boom. Okay. So, miracle of modern Minecrafting. These guys drop through. This lava will be at their head level. So they'll stand there and they'll be taking the damage, but when they do eventually succumb to their injuries, everything that they're carrying will actually drop below that and not get burned by the lava. So it will then fall into our hopper set, and at least for the testing purposes, it would emerge right back here like this sign and this half slab. Yay. Alright, now let's just do this. Good to have. Carry those for a reason. Still got one. Nice spare. Alright. Slab. Oh. Sign. We will need more signs coming up next. So now I think that the counterpoint to this is going to be here. I still don't have the glass. Is that enough? It's probably not enough, is it? Well, it should be enough, at least for here. Boom, boom. Okay. Now we have a section over the top. Actually, I don't think we want those there. Gotta go to bed again. How many of these do you think we just lost to the lava? Bunch up there. Oh. Any fall through the lava? Can't imagine they would survive, but stranger things could happen. Alright, if that is gonna be our deal. I think we're going to go... Man, I should have dug all this out. Let's see how it goes. We may have to correct all this after the fact, but it's the first time. Oh, shoot. Oh, dude. There. Now, here. 5. 1. There. All right. Now, we're going to go here, 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 here. We'll have to get back up there somehow. There. Then these will come back. Um... There to there. Okay. Maybe we go... Actually... I guess it doesn't matter. We're going to have to do 2 steps just to get these in from the outside. So this would have to be an upper level. There. These cats are just mocking me. Had to breed so many cats. Alright, stairway. You were fun. You were angly, which was neat, but it's all over now. Motorcycle. Okay. Now, what do you do with all these? I think this will be a very good place. Do another one over here. And then here, I think instead, maybe, no, we're good there. All right, let's go get buckets. because I put away one too many. Sure y'all appreciated that. Okay. Start here maybe? So those flow through. Man, I hope I didn't already miss. Okay, that's, I think, a good sign. Oh, oh, that wasn't good. Why are we? No! Oh, I didn't put up the stupid signs. Ah, why didn't you guys tell me to put up the signs? Come on, I thought we were all on a team here. I was even just looking at these sticks going, yeah, you know, at some point, well, I have one other, don't I? Oh, that was an oops. So excited to see how all my flow was going. All right. Hopefully, that won't have ruined our sources, because now all of a sudden we may find ourselves back in the Nether. I don't think that's right either, though, is it? I think we got to go here, because otherwise they would just stand there. And I really hope these don't catch on fire as soon as I mention them catching on fire. I mean, you'd think, oh, that's a bad idea, that the water hitting them would be enough to keep them safe, but we'll find out. Okay, now oh, that didn't look good. Oh, man. Okay, everything's still flowing good there. So far, at least, the signs haven't caught on fire. Go back over to here. You really do have to plant all of those. That's a problem. And it's a problem over there, too. So, yeah, as among many other things, as I feared, these already have to start a block higher to not get spun back in. Makes a lot of sense. But this would almost entirely break this, I think. So if I'm coming through here and I'm a golem, I get here and I just stop. I don't even catch the side flow. But even if I did and got pushed over to here slowly, that one is still coming into this corner. And so I'm just going to stop again right at this junction. So that's easy enough to fix. We pop this up a level and drop everything down, but now I'm really thinking that if we've got to do all that anyway, let's do it right and actually drop this whole thing down so that our what I'd really looked forward to was this idea of being able to cruise around underneath here at ground level. The farm's all there, and we're not dealing with it underfoot. But I think, gonna hate this, if we can't do that, right? And the other option is we just push the top of the farm higher, um, thinking that it doesn't matter at all what we do. And maybe that is what we should do. Is who cares about where this farm level stops? All we've done so far is just put things in position to get a feel for where it lies, right? And we can still do all of this with these chests feeding hoppers that go well underground and into a storage collection system. As you can see, for my killing area, I'm not worried about that at all. That can be through a separate, bubble elevator or whatever to go down below and pull iron out of chests whenever we need it. This is really just regrab construction supplies and whatnot. So, yeah, I think I like that. As long as we're doing corrective stuff. I like that idea better. I didn't mean to be in there. I think for now we can put some of this stuff away. And we can just... Actually, this isn't half bad because this will actually... I was thinking about, oh yeah, we can just break off the bottom layer of glass. No, I'm leaving it there so that my floor doesn't drip on my head the whole time that this is running. Just like we planned it. Question is, can I afford to go down here? Yeah, I can. Boom. What's materials? Oh, it's so nice knowing that even if we run out, we can regain our materials so much more easily. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. All right, so that side is done. We need to come over and do this side. Boom. Boom. And then I think I'm just going to keep this side stone. And ultimately, we don't have to go up too much higher. These guys need, I think, 2 more safely because they'll be coming off of water and have a little bit of potential bouncing on the water height. So I think we want to go 2 higher. just from here. And maybe more, because these will go higher still, and if we want to make those, into this central area, I think that seems good. But here, I think these will go out. Oh, we never did fill. Before we get too crazy. Still have a stack. I gotta hurry now. Getting close to an hour. Effectively done nothing. Nah, that's not true. Even if it was just a matter of getting this set, we'd be pretty good. Alright. So this side is fine. Nothing else is coming in here. This side is good. But these will want, obviously their bucket's full of water. And come on. Yeah. That looks bad, doesn't it? Why does that look so... I don't like that. Now these need to go away. It's a good hour. This is the for sciencing part that can take a minute. That's alright. You gotta be ready to do this if you want to make stuff that's not just following a recipe, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's exactly what I did in my other world. Hey, I've never built this farm before. I'm just going to follow a recipe, even down to the materials, because it turns out I had the right reason to worry that if I used the type of wood that I had a lot of, it would make trapdoors with holes in them, and they wouldn't meet the needs of the farm. So, okay, now this water flow stops there, that water flow goes there, there's nowhere for anybody to hang out, they all get pushed. Let's do it again. No. Let's not do it again. Okay, those are all refilling. That is flowing good. Our signs have yet to catch on fire, so I think we're pretty well trustworthy with those. And yeah, the letting it go the full 8 turns out to be very worth it because we don't have to worry about signs or anything like that to throw off the direction of the flow. So we'll plan to just do that and drop the rest of our iron golems as needed, moving the stuff that we've already laid out above our head just up more layers. Not there though. That's going to want to be out one. That's going to want to be out one. Same goes for here. And I don't know, maybe glass doesn't drip at all, but it sure feels better to me. Alright, we'll try to just touch up the rest of building this up to its current height, and then check the time. I have a feeling we're getting thin though. Alright, time 57:34. Alright, well, that was interesting. It got us done, and this is a starting point we can work with. This is going to give us plenty of room for our iron golems to flow through, and building with an eye to height and everything. We've got one more course that will want to be up above this. So let's just do that here, because what fun is it if we end on time? Right? This will be a challenge, though. What are we going to do here? Let's just go back around. Oh, and I did totally already mess this up, so that'll be a good point. We can clean it all up. Oh, man. I can feel a sneeze coming. We'll need to pop our scaffolding back up a bit. Come on. All right, that is a good start. So this will get our golems headed in the right direction. We will do another. Well, we'll have to start out here a full 8, right? Because we want the same thing. Although honestly, here it doesn't matter. That water can just flow through. But we'll want at least 4 outside here, so that. But our platforms are going to be beyond. It's a little Tetrisy. We'll figure it out though. Basically, we need to be at least one more out, and then one or two to each side to accommodate these. 4 and 8 to each side is 20, and the space between the beds is 11. So the space with the beds is 15. Even there, well, we'll probably need two sections out in each. The one coming through to collect them all, and then one each pushing in from where they fall off the platforms. That's my guess. Obviously, my guesses take some adjusting. And again, I haven't built all this up. I watched the videos a few times, but the flow management that he was setting up obviously wasn't real world. He was making a video for the efficiency of the farm, not how do you manage everything in a real world that you want to then wrap a build around it and make it look nice. So I don't know. We'll see, but I'm glad to have this much done at least. The lava's done. The hoppers and carpet are done. We won't have to go back and see those again. We do have some. Let's just go ahead and do a few more here. Just one different. There we go. Nice and even. All right, well, I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you caught this just happening to drive by or seeing an iron farm build in the description, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like on the video if you did enjoy it. Love to hear from you. We'll be doing more of these all the way through the completion. Again, this is Logical Geek Boy's farm for iron golems and production of iron. We are in the spawn chunk, so it will be a running one that we can disable or turn off when we're AFK or not in our spawn chunks or just have enough iron and don't want to lag. But we'll also now offer us the access. I just saw a drip. What's that all about? Offer us the access to come in here and chop at the iron golem's feet when they do fall down so that we can get a little bit of XP and do repairs if that's better than our darkroom spawner, because we don't have a great XP farm yet. So, more to come. I'm sure we're way over now, so I'm just going to wrap it up here. You guys are awesome. Stay that way. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye now.